It's all too spur at the moment. I barely know what I'm doing, and the computer is doing a lot of computing right now. I thought to myself, I've gotten to the end of the day. I've prepared a load of renders, and then I'm going to do the renders, and then do some guitaring. And I've just realised that that means we have to put up with the computer going like a maniac. But hopefully we'll turn the amp up and we can drown it out. It is incredibly hot though. I did turn off the fan, and I'm worried that I might die halfway through this video. If I do die, that shouldn't be too much of a problem, because then I won't be allowed to upload it. Will you just mute? Thank you. But if I suppose I might die shortly after making this video. That would be eerie, wouldn't it? I might be dead right now. In which case, I would like to say, dear Margaret, you get nothing. And that is simply because you had the audacity to not exist. It's your fault. It's your fault. If you thought about that completely different, things would have worked out differently. You would have had everything. You would have had the... Well, I mean, you could have had my guitars, my shirts from Temu. You never know. Oh, that's what you get when you swipe right on me. That's the good one, isn't it? You can tell that I don't go there because I don't even know which way to swipe. It is swipe right, isn't it? Swipe left is the... I mean, I assume it's right because they're like right as in correct. Although that doesn't imply that left is wrong, which, as a lefty, I feel attacked. That's right, it's not plugged in. So, I've got some pedals. Oh yeah, somebody asked me if my YouTube channel is a guitar channel now. It's not really, it's just a place where I can autistically vomit. That's what I've decided is its purpose from now on. Because I thought to myself, like, I like lots of different things, and I like making videos about lots of different things. And I was thinking the other day about how I have a coin collection, for example, which I started a channel for. But then I was like, is it really that smart doing that? Because I like, given that my brain is like a spider graph, why'd I change my accent to say that word? Then if that's the way I was doing things, I would end up with like 10 billion channels, you know? A channel for guitaring, a channel for coins, a channel for miniatures and model making. I like script writing, I like character study, I like wrestling. I like a lot of things. I like TV shows. I like just sitting down and talking concepts of TV shows. I like looking at one specific joke and talking for at least half an hour about how good this one particular joke is. Where's the channel for that? You know, I think if I'm not careful, I'll be like a channel baron, you know? So I think I'll just have this one. I mean, unfortunately on YouTube, the only way to be successful is with consistency. So I think... well, it's not just YouTube, it's anywhere. I'm putting this out on TikTok and Facebook and whatever. I think, though, the consistency should be me, which means I need to be me as aggressively as possible. Which, you know, that takes practice. So I've got 4 pedals with me today. I've got 4 of them. This one is it's a looper that came with a job lot of pedals. Then they were some guy's job lot pedals, like that was his setup, which I felt a bit weird about buying that, because I'm like, that's your setup, that's what you know, that's what you use when you play guitar. Have you just suddenly sort of gone, I have retired, and sold your setup, which I have purchased like some kind of soul reaver? But yeah, this was the looper on it. I'm just going to assume it functions like a regular looper. I've got another looper over there. It's shaped like this one. So if if that does not function as I think it would, then it's not my fault. And I do have to keep remembering where on the pedal circuit the looper goes, and I always get it wrong. And I just looked it up on Reddit just to, you know, do a quick check before recording this video, and some guy was suggesting getting two and putting them either end of the circuit, and I was like, that's a really cool idea actually. And I have two loopers, but I couldn't remember all of the reasons he said as to why that was a good idea, so we're not doing it today. Though I will look at it post-haste as soon as I am done with you. So, here I have two special pedals. Now when I say special, now next, the one I've got after these two is special, but these are special in a different way. This one, no. This one is the cheapest pedal I could find on eBay. It's a classic chorus made by Ross, R-O-H-S. I'm going to say Ross. And it was about £11, give or take a few pennies. This one, so that's the chorus pedal. This one is a delay pedal. I got this on, it was the cheapest one I could find on Amazon. And this was literally a round, sumptuous tenner. And I think for a delay pedal, Time Machine is a pretty cool name. Time Machine. So we've got mega cheap chorus pedal, mega cheap Time Machine pedal, and so we've got these incredibly low end pedals along with the looper and a bass. This is the Super Octave OC3. From what I understand, this is the first digital boss pedal of the Super Octaves, which you know, I am a bit of an analog Nazi, so there's me sort of going, I've got a boss pedal, and it's OC2 and below that are analog, but you know, let's not split hairs or anything else. So, calm down. There's the amp cable. This is the part where I'm like, right, where does the looper pedal go? I think it goes closest to the guitar. That seems the most logical. Right, let's figure this all out. Do bear with me. I've got like everything down here so I can set it up real quick. I'm not gonna like sit there farting about, or am I? I think the thing that confuses the shit out of me is that when the amp is on the right of you, you kind of have to set the pedals up upside down. If that makes any sense. Does anybody out there know what I mean when I say that? And this goes into that, and that goes into this. I should forewarn you, I make those noises when there's a camera not here, you know. If anything, at this point, it's just like I just hit record and it's business as usual. My life is a sitcom. That must be why I have such an affinity with them. Hang on a moment, this one's got two holes. I know how he feels. Wait a moment, no I don't. No, maybe I do. I've got a mouth. I don't know. I think that's right. I mean, for all I know, this all might be wrong, and it will blow up, and then I'll die again, and I'll have to make the Margaret jokes all over again. Right. I'm quite sure that's all wrong. Power would help. Okay. You in there? You in there? You in there? And you in there? there's some ideas. Okay. Do I have a pick? My red pick. I'm very well coordinated today. See, I've got that going on. I've got my red pick going on. I've got this. Look, it's even my shoes. Even my shoes. I'm all ready. Literally, I could put these headphones on and complete it, but I shan't. I shan't. I hate my stupid orange pedal board. It's orange. That's just a bad red. If this is the first guitar video you've ever seen of mine, I should probably let you know in advance that I'm not very good. But I like to think that the pedals we were talking about, it gives a bit more relatability. It's, for example, if you're bad at the guitar, you buy any one of these pedals, it'll sound just like that. I'm not going to be like, you know, just play something crazy, and then you buy one of these pedals and you go, oh, why doesn't it sound like that, you know? I'm going to be just as crap as you. Okay. Let's try the... That's the chorus pedal. That's pretty cool. Turn up a little bit. Alright. That's pretty cool. I mean, considering that was with a tenor, I'm alright with that. Now the time machine. Yes. I just randomly turned. It got a nice light as well. It glows very nicely. I don't know if I can get that up to you without breaking the... See? It's... Oh God. Got all these pedals just helplessly dangling beneath it. Oh dear. Ah. Do you know what? I really like delay pedals. There's like a couple I've got over there. I decided that I'm just gonna, every now and then, I'm just gonna pick, like, because I've got loads of pedals now, I'm just gonna pick like 2 to 4 at a time and just make a video with them. You know, it seems like a thing to do, doesn't it? Oh no. Stop that, stop that. Ah! He just never forgets. What's I know, I'll pull power out. Die! Now live! Ha ha! Ah! I'm not doing anything! Okay. So that was kind of interesting, but I have noticed that is a thing that delay pedals do. If you turn the whatever it's called up too high, they don't shut up. I've got like I've got this one, and that's kind of cool because you activate it with this one, but then there's a second pedal, and you tap it with your foot, and then you tap it again, and those two taps will denote how long the delay is. And I think that's kind of cool. Then there's an analog delay I've got here from Dr. Tone. I just thought it looked cool, and you know, I really like that one. But it's not today. Today it's about the time machine. Maybe that was it. Maybe that when those effects go crazy, if it you know, it reaches its absolute optimum, you just get transported through time. Now, with the cheap powers combined. Oh, well. And now you know what the neighbours want me to. And now for the boss. Yeah. So, I mean, generally you can't fuck with Boss. It's funny when, as soon as you get a Boss pedal involved, it's just like, there's less to discuss because you can just turn around and go, well, it's a Boss. Yeah. That's what it does. I do have one other Octave pedal. I believe that is a dot pedal. Dot. Sort of like dad, just odd. Do you have an odd dad? Is he a Dodd? Calm down. That's pretty cool. Now, with these three powers combined, I gotta put the loop pedal closer to me. It would help if everything wasn't upside down. I need to move that amp to there so that all the pedals don't have to be upside down to me. But turns out thinking is hard. I was not built for it. That was not good. Hmm. Wait a moment. You haven't deleted the previous one, you turd. Silence! One more. Wait a moment. It doesn't listen as well, this looper pedal. I tell it to stop, and it's like, yeah, no, I still remember. I tell it to forget, and it's like, yeah, no, I still remember. I tell it to forget again, it's, I still remember. It's the elephant of looper pedals. Although I am, like I said, I am quite precariously tapping it with my foot. Let's try something a bit more slow. Or is that summoning the devil? What was I messing about with earlier? Well, it was somewhere around. One more time. See, this is the thing that terrifies me about playing the guitar, because I am taking lessons right now, but I can do all this like what looks like freeform stuff, but I'm just running through scales, and it does seem like I have a problem that whenever it comes to actually playing a thing, actually playing a specific song, I fall apart like a Chinese motorcycle. I don't know what's the dealio with that. My guitar teacher thinks it might be like a sort of red light fever sort of thing, and life pretty much goes that way with most things for me creatively. It just seems like if I'm in my own world doing the thing, then I'm absolutely fine. But the second it's like, right, showtime, time to do a thing that, you know, you've got to get right, or rehearse or something like that, or something that has been pre-planned in some way, I'm just like, and I will not be the best version of myself. It just seems like I have to, in life, just find a way to sort of bottle my spontaneity, which is really, really difficult, because life just feels like naturally it should be coordinated. It's a hard thing to explain. It's like you're in a battle with yourself to do the right things, even though the wrong things are the right things and will make you do all the things that you need to do. But you think because they're uncoordinated then they won't work. Does that make any sense? I explained that really badly, but I think maybe the whole red light fever analogy will will help unpack all of the bollocks I just spoke. Now what was I going to do? Was it that? Maybe get rid of the delay as well. There's something. I don't think that was good either. So, when I was turning on the time machine, I accidentally put my foot on the looper pedal, and it just seemed to... Calm down. It just seemed to do whatever it wanted after that moment, and I didn't want to press it again, because then that would register as the end of the recording that it's awaiting. So it was basically sitting there recording without me tapping it again to tell it to finish finish recording so that it can begin whatever I didn't want it to record. And it just seemed like after a while I just got bored and started doing whatever the hell it wanted to do. That's interesting. So, we've met some interesting characters today here on the Giles Is Here show. Super poor... actually, to be honest, that eBay chorus pedal, that's the... Well, I mean, aside from the boss, it's the least offending customer of today. So that's not bad. It's like about 11 quid. To find it, go on eBay, type in guitar pedals, arrange price, cheapest first. And there you go. The time machine, which I nearly destroyed the universe with, go to Amazon if you're also interested in destroying the universe. Type in guitar pedal, cheapest, bada bing. Also, this one's really sharp. It's metal, which is cool. It means it's not going to break if you step on it. You'd be surprised how many, wouldn't mind breaking if you stepped on them. But if anyone comes to your gig or whatever and they yell out "you suck" from the audience, you can fling this at their head. That could be really fatal, and then maybe that's why it's called Time Machine. It's not about actually sending someone back in time. It's about delivering a very serious case of amnesia so that they think it's the past. It's like the MIB laser, it wipes out their memory, so that if they thought you sucked, they walk out of the gig going, "Oh, I don't remember anything. It must have been really good," like drugs. I've like I said, there's nothing too special about the Boss pedal. It's kind of business as usual. Although I did hear a analog one, and I did hear this one, and I am one of those people. And I'm like, I think the analog sounded better. But at least it's a robust pedal and it will not explode and take my foot away in a violent accident of explosive music. And this looper pedal, I don't quite know what to make of this. But that wasn't the pedal's fault, really. I was not stepping very well. I'm an amateur guitarist, extremely amateur, and that includes stepping on pedals. My feet, they don't, takes years to harness that stepping on a pedal motion. You should see, you think I go to my guitar teacher to play the guitar? No, he's just got a big row of pedals, and he's just like, right, hit them as fast as you can. And that's why I walk the way I do. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed today. It's been an interesting day, and there are many more pedals to check out. And that's only the ones on there. There are other ones that are not on there. It's exciting times. I'll see you later.